Hello, my name is Amy Come and Talk, and this is my cloud app development assignment where I built a secure serverless web API for managing MovieCast information hosted on AWS and provisioned using the SDK. I'll start by showing the AWS console and then demo the live front end. First, I'll show the API gateway. Here you can see my REST API called MoviesCast API with all my endpoints. I have get movies and movies ID and role for getting movie roles. I've get actors and actors ID for getting actor bios and post movie roles for adding a new role. This post endpoint requires an API key for authorization, which I'll demonstrate shortly. Next is my DynamoDB table. I'm using a single table design pattern where all my movies, actors, and roles are stored in one table. You can see the items here using the M prefix for movies and A prefix for actors and roles. The table was automatically seeded on deployment using an AWS custom resource with 15 items, including movies, actors, and roles. Here are my three Lambda functions. So I have get movie roles, FN, get actor bio, and add movie roles. I also implemented Lambda layers. So here you can see my shared layer, which contains a shared DynamoDB client utility function used across all three Lambdas, which eliminates code duplication. So here is my CloudFront distribution, which serves my React frontend globally with HTTPS. You can see it's configured with my custom domain, amycomeandtalk.lol, and has my ACM SSL certificate attached. And here is my Route 53 hosted zones for amycomeandtalk.lol. You can see the A record pointing to CloudFront, the NS records for my name servers, which I set up on Porkbun, and the C name record which is used for SSL certificate validation. So now I will demonstrate the live frontend at amycomeandtalk.lol. This is a React TypeScript app hosted on S3 and served with CloudFront. So first I'll get all roles for movie 1001, which is the Hunger Games. You can see it returns all roles for that movie, Katniss Everdeen and Petra Mellark. Now I'll use the optional actor query parameter to filter by specific actor. So entering actor ID 2001 returns only the role played by Jennifer Lawrence in that movie. So now I will get an actor bio. Entering actor ID 2001 returns Jennifer Lawrence's full biography. And I can also use the optional movie query parameter to include the actors' roles in a specific film alongside their bio. So here you can see both the bio and the role in the Hunger Games. And now I will demonstrate the translation feature using Amazon Translate by adding the language parameter with the code FR for French. The actor's bio is automatically translated into French. And I will also show you it in Spanish. So typing in ES into the language parameter will automatically translate it into Spanish. And next I will demo the post endpoint. So first I'm just going to add in some information. So first I'm going to try it without an API key to show that the authorization is working, and when I press the button there, you can see it will return something went wrong error because the API correctly rejects the request without the valid key. So I will just add the API key and try again. And this time you can see that it confirms the role was added successfully. And to verify that the role was actually saved, I'll search for Movies 1003 roles, and there it is. And the role that I just added is now in the database, for confirming the post endpoint is working correctly end to end. And that covers everything. So I have get endpoints with optional query parameters, real-time translation with Amazon Translate, post with API key authorization, a React frontend hosted on S3 and CloudFront, and a custom domain with SSL, Lambda layers for shared code, and a DynamoDB single table design. Thank you for watching.